Yes. So Hari Om to everyone. Welcome to Dharma Kshetra. We'll pick up with the third chapter. We just had a introduction about this Karma Yoga, and now we will dive into the verses. Verse number 1. Arjuna Uvacha Jyayasi Chet Karmanaste Mata Buddhir Janardana Taktim Karmani Ghore Mam Niyojayasi Keshava. So what is Arjuna saying here? If it be thought by you that knowledge is superior to action, O Janardana, why then do you, O Keshava, engage me in this terrible action? So this is the dilemma of Arjuna. Okay. So do we get this dilemma of his? What is he saying here? So in the whole of Sankhya Yoga, Krishna has given him the full bouquet. You can either do this or do that. Everything he has given. Naturally, we are confused. Are we not? Are we confused like Arjuna? So after listening to all this, Arjuna is still toying with the idea of sannyasa, isn't it? He just wants, I don't want all this jhanjat. I just want to drop everything and go. He is still in that mood. So he's asking, Keshava, please tell me one thing properly. You said that jnana is superior, and then you said sannyasa is ultimate. Then why are you compelling me to commit this ghora karma? What is the ghora karma here of what Arjuna is talking about? Ghora karma, fighting this war. For him is a ghora karma. Do you agree with Arjuna that it's a ghora karma? That is the first thing Krishna will attack. Why are you calling it ghora karma is what Krishna will ask. What thoughts anyone has on this shloka? So don't we all have this kind of conflict, action versus renunciation? Well, okay, maybe renunciation is a huge word. Action versus non-action. Okay, I would rather not do it. Have you all felt that or no at any point of time? Isn't it a common desire for most of us to escape, certain duties which we find unpleasant? Isn't it? So that's exactly, yes, Anu?
Yeah, it's quite obvious. Most of the time, we try to stay away from it, which we feel uncomfortable. We would rather put it in a diplomatic way in today's world. Over there, he's trying to get into the conversation, but we stay away from day-to-day activities also, when we are saying it. We don't want to get involved.
Yeah. So it's a very valid conflict that Arjuna has. He is asking, why are you okay? Maybe it is my Kshatriya Dharma and all that, but I don't want to do it. It's okay. I have a choice. Why should I be like this? What you call, there's a nice word that is used in one of the, Prabhuji has used a nice word. Why should I be a beast of burden? Why should I carry it on me all this? I will not do it. And even if I do all these ghora karmas and all this, it's still it is inevitability is there. As you said, everyone is going to die. So why me? Why should I be the one to do that? So all these questions are coming. So here is a question for all of us. This Arjuna's mood, is it, you think it's going to last? Or it is just Smashana Vairagya or battleground Vairagya that he has?
It's definitely not going to last.
So it is just a temporary escape route he is seeking. So that Krishna knows very, very, very well that this man is just avoiding because his mood, his mind is kind of disturbed. Otherwise, this is not his dharma. So that is why Krishna is going on telling us also again and again and again. You might not feel like doing it now, but when the times comes, you have to do the right thing, irrespective of how you feel about it. This feeling business of ours, no, it is based on our raga dvesha. I want to do this, I don't want to do this. That's a basic problem with all of us. To rise above that and to do the right thing, that is what is yoga. That is what is yoga. So these are the conflicts that we have. Shall I do? Shall I not do? To be or not to be, to do or not to do. That is our conflicts. And so whenever we have this, we have to remember Krishna's words. And then another conflict that we might all have is I want to exercise my free will. See, I do many things out of compulsion. Same thing, out of compulsion. What will society think? This is my duty. How can I run away? I'm a mother, I'm a father, I'm a spouse. How come I abandon my family and run away? Though I'm sure all of us must have felt at some point of time, let me just dump all this and go. And when we have such thoughts, we come across many examples also. See, that man did this. See, this Mahatma did this. There's an interesting anecdote of Raghavendra Swami, our Madhva, the scion of the Madhva culture. He had that calling. He wanted to drop. He was, of course, see, most of our sannyasis were gruhastas in their purvashrama. And so he wanted to run away. My Krishna is calling me, my Hanuma is calling me. And so what does he do? He first has to ask permission from his wife and child. And his family has to give him permission. Okay, this is for your calling is greater than your duty towards us. You please go. So unless they are all blessed by the family, they will not leave and go like that. They want to break free, but only with the blessings of their dependents. Even Shankaracharya did that, isn't it? He asked his mother, though he was a very small child, when he just wanted to dump it all, but he kind of blackmailed her also. He said, if you don't allow me to go, I'm going to, this crocodile will eat me or whatever. He said, I'm going to drown myself. Blackmail, plain blackmail. So all this is happening. That means you just cannot drop everything midway and go unless the calling is very strong. It's not possible. It is not valid. It will not last, and we are going to regret it big time. That is the message here. We cannot do it. But we do. We have this desire to break free from these societal obligations and duties. Who has felt that at any point of time? Please put up your hands. I just want to drop it all. At least 5 times in a day, I feel. How nice to be doing satsang all the time. I know it's all deep in me. I know it won't work. How nice to be in Rishikesh. How nice to be in some ashram. I know very well deep inside me that this is not, that kind of life is not for everyone. But still, we entertain those ideas, So these are the kind of conflicts that. One more interesting thing in this sloka is Arjuna is calling this fighting the war as a ghora karma. Ghora. Unbearable, horrible karma it is. Ghora karma, killing people and all that, which is fine. So we might not face a battle-like situation in our lives, but still there are some little ghora karmas that come our way in our own lives. Like what? Have we felt any? Why should I do this ghora karma? So everything doesn't have to be very gory and large screen, blockbuster kind of karma, but little things which bother us in our lives, that itself is a Gora karma for us. For example, when somebody is insulting me, I feel I'm fearing this. Little things can blow up in my mind. Then I will tell myself, why am I facing this Gora karma? Isn't it? In our workplace, I put forth an idea, and it is in the big sabha, it is being rejected, and the boss tells me, are you out of your mind? What were you thinking when you put up this concept or something like that? It is really when somebody belittles you like that, and insults you in front of everything, it feels like a ghora karma for us. My goodness, what have I done to deserve this? So these things are little ghora karmas that we face in our life. And or we do something with great passion, it comes to nothing at the end of it. I am facing a ghora karma. All my work has gone to waste. These are the things we feel. Lack of acknowledgement, lack of results, lack of appreciation. We must have gone through all this in our lives. Those are the Gora karmas for us, which is fine. We don't want the Arjuna kind of Gora karmas to deal with here. So these are the things, and whether it's a battlefield or our own lives in our own workspaces, home spaces, all of us, irrespective, go through the range of emotions that Arjuna is facing. That's all. There is no escape from these range of emotions and feelings, irrespective of where we are. Okay, let us go to the next shloka. Any thoughts on this, people? I'm just going on talking. So this conflict, is it valid or no? Arjuna's conflict. Yeah, 2. All right. Verse number 2. Anyone wants to chant? व्यामिश्रेणेव वाक्येन बुद्धिं मोहयसीव मे तदेकं वद निश्चित्य येन श्रेयोऽहम् आप्नुयात्. Anyone wants to chant? Who is familiar with this? Samadha?
May I, Purnaji?
Yes, please.
व्यामिश्रेणेव वाक्येन बुद्धिं मोहयसीव मे तदेकं वद निश्चित्य येन श्रेयोऽहमाप्नुयाम्.
Correct. So, Vyamishreneva Vakya. Arjuna is telling Krishna, your words are confusing me and perplexing me. You are giving me so many contrary advices. Mohaya Sivame. You are deluding me with all this. Buddhim, my intellect is being deluded. My understanding is being confused. Tadekam vada nishchitya. So just tell me once and for all what I should do, my dear Bhagavan. What is the best thing for me? Shreyo aham aptuyam. By which action will I be comfortable? So again, lot of conflict here, and look at Arjuna. I mean, at least he has got that clarity that he is confused, which is a great thing. In itself, it's a great thing. And he's telling the Guru, imagine, why are you confusing me like this? Tell me exactly what I am. Ekam vada nischitya. He's like a child. Just tell me, should I sit or stand? So beautiful. I like this, so he is so frank and honest. So here, Arjuna, what he is doing is, he's seeing Krishna's advice as 2 different things. There is one, you have told me sannyasa is good. You have already also told me karma is good. So in Arjuna's mind and for us too, there are two conflicting paths. They're totally opposite to each other. Karma is doing, 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 doing. Sannyasa is leaving, 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 not doing. Doing versus not doing. It is so confusing for Arjuna as well as for all of us. So it's very beautiful, valid question he is asking. But here, what is the one mistake that Arjuna is doing with these two paths? With the advice, what is the one thing that he is missing here? That is, he is confusing them as conflicting paths, whereas clearly they are sequential paths. We cannot embrace one and leave the other. That is a very important thing to remember here. I cannot say I will do only karma and drop sannyasa. Or you can't say I'll do only sannyasa and drop karma. No, not happening. Because they are sequential paths, as we know very well. By now we all know, isn't it? You have to do what you have to do, and then what is the sannyasa associated with this doing? Yes, we have to drop we have to renounce what? What do we have to renounce after doing karma?
Renounce doership.
Yes. Renounce the desire for rewards, awards, recognition, results that I desire. Everything has to be dropped. That means karma and sannyasa are, they cannot be separated. The next few chapter, one is called as karma sannyasa yoga also, isn't it? Jnana, so many things. They're together. You cannot do one and not think about the other. It has to be done. You have to be on the path. So karma requires, see, actually why it is feeling contradictory is because karma requires ahankara. Without the ego, I cannot act. And sannyasa requires negating the ahankara. See, that is why they seem to be very contradictory. How to balance the two within me? It's so beautiful. I mean, that's why it is called doing this karma yoga is a razor's edge. I just use the ego when I want it and I drop it when I don't need it. What absolute control over the mind, over the ego, over everything, no? Fantastic. Beautiful. This, if we get the subtlety of it, using the ego when I want and dropping it when it is not necessary. That is the skill. That is why it is called yoga karmasu kaushalam. That is the skill involved in doing karma. Okay. So, mere karma, will it lead to liberation? Or mere sannyasa, will it lead to liberation? No. Yes, Anu.
No, you were just saying about it's a very subtle difference between the karma, the ego, and sannyasa ego.
Yeah.
Uh, can you provide an example if it's okay?
Yeah, of course. So, see, the best example is Krishna only. Why is he called Yogeshwara? Krishna. On the face of it, he is doing everything on the battlefield. He is doing here, there, every day, everywhere. He's giving advice. He is running the chariot. He is taking decisions on behalf of Arjuna. Everything he is doing. No, he is the one who is doing everything in the first place. In fact, there's a beautiful anecdote of a Barbarica. I know I have recalled this several times, but still it's very beautiful. This Barbarica is the one, he is Ghatotkacha's son, I think. Please, the people who are very well versed in the Puranas, please correct me if I am wrong. Barbarica is the son of Ghatotkacha, who is the son of Bhima. So this Barbarica also joins this Mahabharata. He wants to watch the Kurukshetra. He wants to join this battle. The entire, this world war, that was the original world war, this Kurukshetra, because nobody was non-aligned except Balarama who went away. Everyone was taking some side or other. So Barbarika also comes and he asks his mother before leaving, whose side should I take in the war? So the mother says, look, you are very strong. I don't know why she said that. I don't know the logic. She says, you take the side which is very weak. They will need you. The weak persons need a strong persons behind them. So she was not talking of Dharma, Adharma, because after all they were Asuri, that Rakshasa family. And so he says, okay, I will go to the side which is which is weaker side, I will go and fight. And so, of course, Krishna comes to know this man is this huge demon is coming, and right now it was looking at this point of time that the Kaurava side was weak, and this one was very strong. So Krishna he just apprehends him in the middle on the way, and he says, and he tells Barbarika, what are you doing? And he says, yes, I'm coming, I want to fight, I want to be part of this historical battle. And whom will you fight with? And right now I'm going to fight with the Kauravas. And so Krishna says, look, you will fight with what has your mother told you? You go to the side which is weak. Okay, fine. So Krishna says, okay, now you will fight with the Kauravas. That then they'll become strong. Then we will become weak. Then you will come to our side, Pandava side. Then we will become strong and they'll be. This will never go. This will go on and on, my dear Barbarika. You are so strong, and you, because of your strange promise that you have made your mother, this war is going to go on forever, and in the end both of everything will be destroyed. There will be no clear winner. Is that right thing to do? Krishna asks Barbarika. He said, no, I hadn't thought of this angle at all. No, that is not the right thing to do. So tell me what to do, Krishna. I want to be part of this whole, spectacle. And then this is, I think, the beginning or something. I'm kind of confused about the sequence of all this. Finally, it ends up that, Barbarika's head is cut. Krishna asks him for his head. The bali, someone has to be given bali, or some sequence is there. I really don't remember. And so Barbarika offers his head to Lord Krishna. And then that head is placed, but here he requests, look, I don't care if I don't fight in this war, but I want to watch it. And so his head is placed on top of a mountain where he can witness the whole war. And then, so he is witnessing the entire Kurukshetra apart from Sanjaya. And so after the entire thing is over, the war is won, the Pandavas have triumphed. And Bhima and Arjuna, they come to the war field the last day in the night, and they're looking at the spoils. They have won. So, despite losing all their children and all that, they're kind of, happy that they have won the war, and they're counting their, this, like, Bhima is saying, see how my Gadha, 100 Kauravas, my Gada has killed 100 Kauravas. This Gada has smashed them. Then Arjuna says, my arrows, they pierce through the body of Bhishma, Drona, everyone. My arrows have killed so many warriors. And they are both patting each other's back and they are bragging. And then suddenly they hear a laughter. Arey, who is laughing? And they see, and this Barbarika's head is there. He is laughing. He said, who are you? Okay, I'm so and so. Why are you laughing? He said, both of you are talking about your gadhas and your arrows, but all I could see was Krishna's Sudarshana Chakra, which was going around and doing all the things that you are claiming. I have done this, I have done that, whatever you are saying, it was Krishna's Sudarshana Chakra which has done all this. So why did we recall the story? Apparently, Krishna has been doing everything, but Na karma lipyate. This karma never touched him. He just, of course, you can say he is God. But that is how spontaneously one is supposed to act. You're doing everything through the body mind instrument, but inside one is very still. There is no doership. Now, can we have a example from contemporary times? I'm not sure. If anyone can think of someone, please come up with an example. Who has done such work without being totally, without being attached to it, or without carrying that Shuddha Vyavahara? Who is doing it?
जी रतन टाटा जी.
Ah, Ratan. See, we have many philanthropists, many people who are philanthropers, who are doing great work. But are you sure? I mean, of course, he looks very, very humble. All that is there. But our own Prabhuji is an example. He's doing everything from morning till night, day in and day out, and he's asking us also to do so many things. But I don't think any of that even touches him. You know, I mean, he is the only clear example I can see right now. Nothing touches his. There is absolutely no doership at all. But there's a lot of doing happening. Lot of doing happening. Shuddha Vyavahara. Who else can you think of? Ratan Tata, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Purnima, you also, Purnima.
Eh? What do you mean?
You're teaching us without any expectations.
No, it is giving me a lot of pleasure. What do you mean I have no expectation? One day if somebody doesn't turn up, I'll feel very bad. Okay. So cute, yeah, Padmaja. Thank you. See, even to be spoken about on those
So
terms,
humble you are.
I'm feeling very proud about it. Anu, hello?
This reminds me of Prabhuji when he was here in US.
Ah,
He used to work for the software company, right?
yeah,
And like you just mentioned, selfless, and he doesn't even own anything. What he does
yeah.
for the good of the community and everything, for upliftment of our souls. He was saying when he used to work, after he completes his work, he sends out an email to whoever he needs to send. Work is completed. He doesn't even put the sentence like I have completed the work. You know what I have is like I have done it. I'm owning it.
Ownership.
Ownership. And completed the work is just something, it's done. The work was given, it was done. That showed the difference between the ownership and not owning it and still completing it. Yeah,
Ah,
makes sense. Yeah.
amazing. I can only imagine that kind of freedom one has with that kind of, complete egolessness, that effacement of the ego. So beautiful. And cannot carrying any ill will towards people. That is so hard when you are working with so many. See, this Krishna also, he of course, he gave same opportunity to both Duryodhana and Arjuna, isn't it? When they came for help. So he said, whoever wants me, I will go to them. Whatever you want, I will give. He has no name priya, name dveshti. That's what he says in other shlokas. I don't hate anyone, I don't love anyone, especially. So that is so amazing. That is how all these Mahatmas they work. In fact, Modi ji, I don't know how many of us here are Modi ji's fans, but this Rajdeep Sardesai, know he is the greatest critic of our Prime Minister, isn't it? Every evening in prime time, he will criticize whatever the PM has been doing. But lately, uh, he has uh, he has blogged about it or spoken about it. He said he had cancer. Sardesai. He underwent some cancer surgery, and he had blogged about it or released a video talking about his experience. And he is still in hospital, or maybe came home and he's lying, or he's taking rest, and he gets a call from whom? From Modi ji. Modi ji is inquiring, how are you feeling? Uh, Imagine his harshest critic, Modi's harshest critic. And then this man can only feel compassion. And he is giving advice to this Sardesai. Take care of your health. And he's talking of all the family members, how they must be very, disturbed. I believe he spoke to every family member and assured them and wished them well. And that one act was enough for Rajdeep to convert to being a Modi Bhakt. That Modi Bhakt, the term is used as a very contemptuous term, but he deserves, only with his actions. He's proving every day, day in and day out, that his Vyavahara is Shuddha Vyavahara. As a critic, Rajdeep Sarjata, he is my critic, which is fine. In politics, it happens. But then he is suffering. He is also a fellow human, and this man calls him up. See, that is really that. I don't know what to call that, It is such a pure, that purity of thought, space, speech, and action. Modi ji. That is why I think he's able to do all the things that which is so impossible, with all the threat he has got from, and the negativity. Hmm? He's like that. Modi is like that. Completely free from, I'm sure he goes to sleep, whatever 2-3 hours he sleeps, completely deep sleep. He has no problem with anyone. The worst criminals also, he treats them as, he will do what is required to tackle with them, but when he is acting, full mode, full josh, his ego is full blown when he is taking action, but later completely free of it. That's one person I can think of. Okay. And yeah, like Arjuna, we also want clear, unambiguous instructions. That's what he is asking for in this shloka. Okay. And then his misunderstanding of this war as committing a ghora karma. That's not correct. Krishna will correct him later. It is not a ghora karma at all. It is what? It is just, you're in the battlefield, you're supposed to kill. What to do? It is not a ghora karma. If you are doing it as my Kshatriya Dharma, and he has done it all his life. It's not as if this is the only one war he is called to fight. It's not like as if one Brahmin is given a, who was always doing Sandhya Vandana, he is not being given a sword and say, kill. No. He has done it thousands of times. Yet now he is feeling it is ghora karma. Clearly, it is just attachment and moha which is deluding him. It's terrible, projecting this as a terrible action, isn't it? Ghora karma. Okay. And so Krishna comes up with this beautiful next shloka. This is the most, this is very, very important shloka. Krishna. Okay. Shri Bhagavanuvacha. All of us can chant this because it is very important. Lokesmin dvividha nishtha pura prokta maya nagha jnana yogena sankhyanam karma yogena yoginam. Yes. Please unmute and chant. Anyone? Shall I call out? Anupama? Anupama, Indra, Padmaja.
श्रीभगवानुवाच
लोकेऽस्मिन् द्विविधा निष्ठा पुरा प्रोक्ता मया नघ ज्ञानयोगेन संख्यानां कर्मयोगेन योगिना.
Thank you, Akshat. Yes. Next.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
श्रीभगवानुवाच लोकेऽस्मिन् द्वि
Dvividha.
द्विविधा निष्ठा पुरा प्रोक्ता मया नघ ज्ञानयोगेन साङ्ख्यानां कर्मयोगेन योगिनाम्.
Very nice. Yes. Indra.
श्रीभगवानुवाच लोकेऽस्मिन् द्विविधा निष्ठा पुरा प्रोक्ता मया नघ ज्ञानयोगेन साङ्ख्यानां कर्मयोगेन योगिनाम्.
Yes. Purnima, Ramamani, Jayashree, Samata, Anu, ellaru heli. Yeah.
Purnamaji, my daughter will chant.
लोकेऽस्मिन्
Yes.
द्विविधा
श्रीभगवानुवाच लोकेऽस्मिन् विविधा निष्ठा पुरा प्रोक्ता मया नघ ज्ञानयोगेन साङ्ख्यानां कर्मयोगेन योगिनाम्.
Very beautiful. What's your name, dear?
Agni.
Agni.
Yeah.
Wow. So beautiful.
Thank
Lovely.
you.
Yeah. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, Purnima was chanting.
लोकेऽस्मिन् द्विविधा निष्ठा पुरा प्रोक्ता मया नघ ज्ञानयोगेन साङ्ख्यानां कर्मयोगेन योगिनाम्.
Yes. Yeah.
लोकेऽस्मिन् द्विविधा निष्ठा पुरा प्रोक्ता मया नघ ज्ञानयोगेन साङ्ख्यानां कर्मयोगेन योगिनाम्.
Yes.
श्रीभगवानुवाच लोकेऽस्मिन् द्विविधा निष्ठा पुरा प्रोक्ता मया नघ ज्ञानयोगेन साङ्ख्यानं कर्मयोगेन योगिनाम्.
Very nice, Anu. Kamala, Shaila. Yes.
श्रीभगवानुवाच लोकेऽस्मिन् द्विविधा निष्ठा पुरा प्रोक्ता मया नघ ज्ञानयोगेन साङ्ख्यानां कर्मयोगेन योगिनाम्.
Yes. Jayashree, Agatha. Okay.
Purnimaji, can I?
Yes, yes, Shweta, please.
श्रीभगवानुवाच लोकेऽस्मिन्
Dvividha.
द्विविधा निष्ठा पुरा
Prokta.
प्रोक्ता मया नघ ज्ञानयोगेन साङ्ख्यां कर्मयोगेन योगिनाम्.
Shweta, very well done. Very nice.
ಹೇಳ ಮೇಡಮ್.
ಶ್ರೀ
ಶ್ರೀಭಗವಾನುವಾಚ ಲೋಕೇऽಸ್ಮಿನ್ ದ್ವಿವಿಧಾ ನಿಷ್ಠಾ ಪುರಾ ಪ್ರೋಕ್ತಾ ಮಯಾ ನಘ ಜ್ಞಾನಯೋಗೇನ ಸಾಂಖ್ಯಾನಾಂ ಕರ್ಮಯೋಗೇನ ಯೋಗಿನಾಂ.
So Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. He said, Loke asmin dvividha nishtha. Vividha, two types. In this loka, in this loke, in this loka, there are twofold parts. Pura prokta. I have said it before also. Yavagappa, when did he tell? God knows. In the next further chapters, Krishna says, I have given this knowledge to Vishwavasu, isn't it? Huh? Surya Bhagavan. I told him to Surya Bhagavan. I told him. So here Krishna, three types of I is being used here by Krishna. What are the I's when he says Aham, Maya? I have said. What are the senses in which he uses the word I? Anyone wants to guess? Akshat, when Krishna says I, which I does he mean? Yeah? Is it Arjuna's Sakha Krishna? Or is it Avatara me, the Avatara Krishna? Or is it Brahman, the ultimate supreme reality, I? In all these in different contexts, he uses I in these manners. So in this Pura Prokta Maya, I have spoken this truth, earlier also when he says this, he means as an avatara, he has given this knowledge before to other, he has passed on this knowledge. Narayana Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Parampara. So all this has flowed from Narayana himself, isn't it? It has flowed from him, Krishna only, as Parabrahma, as Supreme Brahman only. It has flown down to us mortals. So here he is saying, I have spoken of this Anagha. Anagha means, oh sinless one. He is calling Arjuna as the sinless one. And so, what are the two paths? Very clearly, you wanted to ask, you told me, tell me clearly. Now I am telling you very clearly. There are only two paths. One is the path of knowledge of the Sankhyas and the path of actions of the yogis. So the only two paths. So all this Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, all the other little yogas, Kundalini Yoga, Raja Yoga, they can be classified into one of these, either karma or actually even Bhakti Yoga is karma only. How? How is it karma yoga? Bhakti yoga is also karma yoga, is what I am making a statement. In what way can you understand that? What is this? Wherever there is required to be doing something, there is karma, isn't it? Kaya, vacha, manasa. Whenever I am trying to do something, I am a karma yogi. Ashte. In jnana, what are we doing in jnana? We are not doing. We have to just become quiet. Summa chumma iru. That is what Ramana has said. If you want to know yourself, just be quiet. Drop all doing. How to drop doing? That is what we are trying to learn here. So, there's only two topics under the spiritual syllabus. Karma, jnana. Sankhya means jnana. Okay, that much is clear. So why is Arjuna called sinless, anagha? Are we also anaghas, sinless? So what is said here is, anagha, this Arjuna is sinless because he is genuinely seeking, clarity. He's come to the path. He is asking the right questions. After the entire life, we are also now asking the right questions. What is the purpose of life? What should I do? How should I behave? How should I get liberated? And we have come to the Guru with great Shraddha. That makes all of us anaghas. You know, how beautiful. Krishna is calling all of us as sinless people. So if we have any doubt that we have sinned somewhere in the past, drop it right now. Krishna is calling us anaghas because you have come to the teaching and you're listening to me with great shraddha and you're not dismissing the teachings that I'm telling you. Whatever Prabhuji is telling us, we are not dismissing. On the contrary, we are taking it very much to heart. And we have no malice in our hearts. We have made space for this knowledge in our hearts. So, we are all anaghas, the sinless ones. The spiritual seeking, once we start on the path, we all become sinless. There itself, the cleaning process has begun. The prarabdhas are all getting cleared. See, what a beautiful opportunity. Wonderful. And so there are two paths. So who will take to which path? What determines? Who will go for karma? Who will go for jnana? What is that determining factor? Who wants karma? Who wants jnana here in this group? So it is an adhikari. For what am I fit? Am I fit for karma yoga or shall I go to jnana? Or am I fit for going to jnana directly? Though they are sequential paths. But not everyone has to go through the entire syllabus. So that is why it depends on the adhikari. Some people like all these Ramana, you see all these masters who apparently have not done anything in their life, suddenly they are liberated. Which means what? They have done all the homework in the previous births. They have done all the karma yoga. They have all done all the chitta shuddhi has happened to such a extent that they are like a dry twig. That is the analogy used. A dry twig. It is just one spark and it catches fire and one is liberated. Completely the cloud is gone. See, it is said that there are three kinds of adhikaris depending on the state of their purity of the heart. One is the mind is compared to a mirror. So in one example, the mirror has got dust. So you just, wipe it with a cloth and it is clean. In another, it has got smoke. It has become blackened with smoke, that mirror of the intellect. So that has to be a little more scrubbing. More scrubbing is necessary. And the third one is the mirror is rusted. So that really requires a lot of hard work to make it clear. So this is the adhikari. Is my mirror of my intellect covered with dust, or is it just smoke, or is it rusted? So depending on that, our teacher will give us different things to do to clear this dirt on the mirror, depending on the adhikari. So this is what the guru does. He will know. He knows that without doing karma, most of us cannot go to jnana directly. That is why the motto of our Atmajyoti satsang is Atmano mokshartam jagadhitaya. So loka kalyana work, lot is happening. So he will give us all little work to do so that this dust and smoke and rust is cleared from the mirrors. So whatever the guru will give, these are called as vihita karmani. In the next, we will do the next verse also, so that this explanation makes more sense. Where is the next verse? Yeah. Somebody is saying something. Agni. Agni wants to chant this.
Yeah, she'll chant Purna.
Yes.
न कर्मणां स्मरणारम्भात् नैष्कर्म्यं पुरुषोऽश्नुते न च सन्न्यसनादेव सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति.
Very beautiful.
Okay.
Akshat, do you also want to chant? I don't know if he's there, so it's okay. So, na karmana manarambhan.
They are kids.
Yes.
Their mammas were attending.
Yeah.
Their mammas are attending, so they want to.
Not by non-performance. Na karmana.
Mama.
Yeah, sorry, Shweta, were you chanting? Okay. Not by non-performance of actions. Na karmana. By non-performance, I cannot, naishkarmya, I cannot reach actionlessness. Nor by sannyasa, nor by mere renunciation can I attain this samadhi, adhigacchati. Yes, Samai? Are you also learning to chant? Yeah?
He is listening, Purnimaji.
All right, dear, you listen. So here Krishna is again, he is continuing, he is saying, just by doing actions you cannot be liberated. Just by renouncing also you cannot attain that liberation, samadhi. So what is the X factor over here? Okay. So the one thing we have to understand that Krishna tells that again and again, you cannot do without working at all. That karma is going to happen again and again and again and again. Every minute, karma is happening without volition also. Involuntary actions are happening. This karma is this life is about karma only. So, you cannot escape karma. That is why, so what to do? Out of fear of entanglement, you should not avoid this doing karma. This is what Guruji also, or all the masters and Krishna is telling us. Just because you are fearing entanglement, do not escape doing actions. That means you cannot avoid premature sannyasa. You have to clear all the things which are on your plate. That many masters have said many times. You cannot escape prarabdha. You cannot run away. So they say, if you have to really take sannyasa, you will not even ask anyone, you just go. In the middle of the night, you will just go wherever you want to go. That means it will drop on its own. All the karmas will drop away on their own when you are ready, when the adhikari is there, when the adhikaratva has been attained. So you cannot decide, it will happen on its own. So as long as you are in the world, as long as you're in the family, just go on doing your duties. This is what God has given me on my plate. I have to deal with it. I cannot just drop it and go away, which Arjuna wants to do. So Krishna is telling he has no choice. War is on your plate, you stand here and fight. Do it the best possible way you can. Compulsorily, in our Vedic culture, Sanatana Dharma culture, all the 4 ashramas have to be compulsorily gone through. Brahmacharya, where you have to go to the Gurukula and learn. Second, immediately, Grihastha compulsory. It is that line, it gives you maturity, right? Grihastha, you have to take care, that loving, sharing, caring, earning for somebody else, feeding. And this Grihastha is so important. Why? Because it is supporting all the other ashramas also, isn't it? If there are no Grihasthas, if there are no earning happening, who will support the brahmacharis and the vanaprasthis and the sannyasis? So Grihastha is also very important, which is all about doing. Karma kanda is there in the Grihastha. And then immediately you have to next move to vanaprastha. After a while, when your children are old enough, you hand them the reins, and then you become a consultant type of role you have to take and go more and more into japa, dhyana, upasana and all that. And the last is sannyasa. When you drop that also and go away. That very strictly they would follow in the olden days. That means without one ashrama, you cannot live. In modern times, it is not the case. People just go from brahmacharya to nothing, happily, freedom. Either, and in the Vedic times, they used to, it was a mandated that if you do not want to go into Grihastha, you have to immediately take sannyasa. That was what was mandated in our olden times. But now, completely change of scenario, isn't it? The dropping, I don't want entanglement, I don't want to get married, I don't want children. This is the trend we are seeing. It is not our place to say whether it's right or wrong, but that is how the minds of the society is changing. No entanglement. That is the order of the day. Okay, if you do not want entanglement, then go into spiritual mode. That is the next solution Krishna is giving, our Sanatana Dharma gives. But yeah, for that one has to come to some and come under some guru. So many youth, they are going into different under the training under different gurus. They're on the right path. They don't want entanglement. Yes, it will take away a lot of my time if I get married and have children and all that. But what will I do with that freedom? I will use it to, for my own liberation. That kind of thought process has to be given to our children. If you don't want this, there are only two things Krishna has said: either do karma or you take sannyasa. What do you say? Can we tell them, people? Can we tell our children like that? I'm sure many of us young mothers whose children are going to grow up, you never know. They will say, I don't want to get married. It's nice to be earning happily, going around the malls and enjoying myself. I don't want. Who want? I want to go tour the world. I want to see this. I want to do that. So many things to do. Completely worldly. That is what we have to take care. Very, very, very fortunate that all the children here are into this path with their moms. They're very, very fortunate to have got the right direction in life. Otherwise, life will become a ghora karma. The only way when we can work out our prarabdha is just get it off your plate. Go through it. Go through Grihastha-ashrama. Go through everything. And then you will have the maturity to come to this sannyasa. Why that? This is very, very, this is, I can see around me, it is very, very rampant now. Youngsters, especially girls, they don't want to get into matrimony. Isn't it? Do you have people like that in your circles? They don't want to get married because it is a lot of entanglement and headache. So, if you don't want to do that, at least use your freedom, for the right things. That is what Krishna is saying. It's so nice not to be entangled with family, children, burdened. Before it starts only, okay, decide not to do it. But then, do not waste a major portion of your time doing the same old things which have been doing for lifetimes. Unfortunately, we will come to know that only very late, that we have been wasting our life doing the same old things. It's very childish. I want to see that. I want to eat that. I want to wear this. How much can we do that? Really, really, really. Now it seems like a very childish desire. If you are not into this, path. Anyway, it's we can stop for today. We can say a prayer. Agni wants to say a prayer. Concluding prayer. Any shloka, Agni, you want to chant? Anyone? Samata, anyone? Yes.
I think if you tell her the verse, she'll chant.
Can we say Sahana Vavatu?
I don't think she knows that one.
All right. You can chant.
Okay. Om Sahana Vavatu
Sahanam bhavatu
Sahavirya Karavavahai Tejasvinamedhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om.
Nanu Nanembuda Nanella. Who wants to chant? ನಾನು ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವನಾನು ನಾನೇ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ शिवोऽहं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु हरिः ओम श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम